3 dots each.
Last 32 time, and we're going to get to see Steph Clarke once again here on the streaming board. A player who has really found some assurance in her performances this year.
25.
She's always had the quality, but never really had the conviction or the belief to allow that to come through as often as it has this weekend, and that was really supported in her win in the last 64 game to get her here, where she beat her good friend and one of the elite players of the game in Gemma Hayter. It's our first opportunity to cast our eye over Greta, a young Hungarian dart player who
140.
certainly travels around quite a lot. She's been playing a lot of her time on the WDF circuit, playing in many events
60.
around Europe and around the world. Very well travelled, now experienced, looking to apply a trade here on the PDC Women's
60.
Series as well. But you feel this is going to be a hands-full game and a good learning experience for Greta to get an opportunity here on the streaming board.
45.
Yeah, really tough assignment, isn't it, for
100.
Greta in this one? Steph Clarke, agree with absolutely everything that you've said. The performances have just been so assured this
22.
weekend when we've seen her in action. Just an added belief and added confidence that she
100.
belongs in the latter stages of these tournaments.
85.
Greta has got herself through to Lakeside. Something I know she was very, very proud of, to play on that very famous stage.
13.
No doubt is here on the Women's Series, looking to eye up further opportunities within the ladies' game.
95.
There's Steph Clarke, who's eyeing up this 88. Double 16 to
56.
break Greta's throw.
$59. $8.
Well, she has been looking really assured, we can promise you. Dart at the bull.
57.
That dart in the 25 looked quite inviting.
Game
Bit
shot.
of a marker. Steph Clarke eventually does get that breaker throw. You can see she wasn't overly happy with how things unfolded at the back end of the
140.
leg, but a strong start here as she looks to back it up.
Yeah, questionable back end of the leg there for me for Greta, opting to go for the smallest target on the board and ultimately trying to finish with the bullseye. Well, could have stayed on the 20s and ended up with bullseye. 2 straight
100.
darts, nice big target, opportunity to hit the treble and have 2 darts at the double. Maybe something in reflection she'll consider
67.
moving forward, but certainly in the learning development phase of a game right now.
60.
Yeah, it's that balance, isn't it? You want to aim for the targets you feel most comfortable aiming for, but also
99.
you have to think about the probability of checking them out.
It's a game of numbers.
Yeah.
140.
And all the numbers right now stacking up here for Steph Clarke. Did
30.
wonder how this game would go for Steph, because obviously the environment's changing a lot for her. She comes into these games as a big favourite now. How do you react as the favourite? We know dart players love to be the underdog, but Steph's going to have to adapt to that now, where she's going to come into games with expectation.
140. Game shot.
And it's a 16 dart hole to back up the break for Steph Clarke. I think she's answering your question pretty emphatically here in the early stages. Bo Greaves has just
100.
got her last 32 match underway against Gurley Peters.
41. 45. 60.
She likes to tinker a little bit during the game, doesn't she, Greta? We've had the glasses on, the glasses off, they're back on again.
125.
And that may come down to something I've talked about quite a bit with the streaming boards, and that's just the perception. The extra bit of space, the different lighting,
Yeah.
it may
41.
just feel like the board's different to her on here, which she may just be struggling with visually.
26.
You get it quite a lot in your local leagues where you'll have a preferred venue, and that might be because the roof's a little bit lower, so it makes the board feel a little bit nearer.
100.
Or remember the days when you used to play in cabinets, the board used to be in those, and it just made the board feel longer.
Yeah.
Because you had that depth perception.
100.
Well, whatever she's done here, it's working for her in this leg. Tops
97.
for her first leg on the board. Couldn't find the treble 19.
85.
We mentioned she likes to change a few things off the hockey, but on it, she's pretty fluent, isn't she? Quick player.
No score.
Some wild efforts there, though, for Greta. She's had her opportunity, she's had chances. She could have been 2-1 up. Instead, she finds herself 3-0 down with a double breaker throw now for Steph Clarke. And this is where frustration can kick in when you've had the chances, you feel you should be ahead, but you've not even registered a leg.
100.
Steph Clarke just demonstrating the experience and the development that she's been on her journey.
80.
Yeah, ominous signs now. Steph Clarke with the darts to
96.
turn this into another really decent run. Fruitful
40.
weekend.
$100. 60.
Some really interesting things going on around the boards. Robin Byrne 3-2 down to Ella Coburn. Not seen anything of Robin Byrne this weekend.
80.
Really, really strange.
140.
Nice find there for Greta, but doesn't get her down to a finish. Steph Clarke, in a bit of
65.
time, sets it up nicely. All Greta can do here is apply a bit of pressure, stand back and hope. And
29.
that isn't going to apply any pressure to a player like Steph Clarke.
And
Game
Steph
shot of the
Clarke
match, Steph
really
Clarke.
is making strides on the women's series here in Hildesheim this weekend. Through to the last 16 yet again, and you certainly wouldn't bet against her going further.